What's up, MellyMafia, and welcome back to Mom After Dark, the podcast. Y'all like that, right? So I had to start over and get it right and get it together. So right now I'm in my little bathrobe, I was fully clothed, fully dressed today, but it is 8:15, and guess who's sleeping? Miss Story. I finally got to record a podcast where it's actually Mom After Dark. It's nighttime outside. That never happens. I usually get to record these podcasts when she's napping, so the Mom After Dark title is kind of a little misleading and whatnot, but it is what it is. I am sipping on lemonade, mango lemonade, Turkey Hill mango lemonade. That's what it is. And it's really good. But let's get into my week. Oh, my week has been amazing though. Like, I don't think I ever came up here and said my week has been amazing. My week has been amazing. It's been great. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary, extravagant this week. Story had therapy this week, and she has actually graduated from physical therapy, which is very, very exciting because I was getting sick of them anyways. So she has graduated from her physical therapy program. Let's snap to that. Super, super happy. She's still in OT and she's still in speech, so we're still tackling those areas, but it's been cool. It's been great. I got my hair done finally, y'all. I got my hair done. My sister came through and she did me some small, I don't know if they medium, small, I don't know. We don't know what to call them, but I'm about to show y'all. She did me some small box braids, knotless, because I only wear knotless. I don't like, I can't call them box braids because they're not box braids, they're knotless braids. But I don't like box braids anymore ever since they came out with the whole knotless thing. So yes, if you are in the Newport News, Hampton, Williamsburg, or whatever area, come check out my sister because she be doing that. She be doing her thing. Yes, but I got a little scarf on it right now. I'm just laying it down because I just got it done today. We went to Juicy King Crab, and I ain't gonna lie, Juicy King Crab is like the best crab spot out here in Newport News. Period. They got these juicy wings where it's chicken wings inside the little seafood boil sauce. Fire. I love me some white rice, and then I get a side with the bag and the shrimp and whatnot. And we went for the lunch special, and I only paid $20. That's including some fries for Story, because Story is on this vegetarian type of thing, all on her own. Story just don't like food. Them toddlers that just don't like food. She just does not like food and thinks she's supposed to survive off hope, energy, and air, and it just does not work that way. So she had her little French fries. I had my wings, and it's like an 8-piece wings if I'm not mistaken. I had my white rice. I had my shrimp boil. That came with corn and potato as well. And I had me a little Coca-Cola and $20. Tipped my good sis because she was pregnant and she was definitely waiting on the whole restaurant. Like, she was the only waitress I seen, and it was like 5 to 10 tables. So me and my sister, I tipped her, and my sister tipped her as well too, because I'm like, sis, I know your feet hurt, I know your back is screaming, and you're waiting on all these tables. Our food did take a little minute to come out, but I mean, like I said, it is what it is. It was only one waitress there, so. But other than that, I'm feeling a little happy, feeling a little blessed, not stressed, never depressed. Okay. And y'all, if y'all see a little pieces of hair sticking up, it's not my sister's fault. I got like 2 inches of hair, and I be putting her to work. I got 2 inches of hair. So yeah, it is what it is. But it's crazy how I cut my hair on Mother's Day, and bro, head full of braids. And when I say I cut my hair on Mother's Day, I got a zoom with some clippers. But let's get into our topic. And I'm talking too much that I forgot my topic. Boom. Why did I choose to become a stay-at-home mom? Let's get into it. No, I never chose to be a stay-at-home mom. I ain't choose this life. I did not choose this life. This life chose me. Period. Nah, for real. This life really did choose me. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I just moved back into my mom's house in 2018 of December. I got pregnant in June of 2019. Well, the pregnancy wasn't confirmed until July of 2019, July 11th to be exact. I'm going to be exact. I was like 11. I think I was 7 weeks pregnant when my regular, I was about to say pediatrician. Lord, I'm a mom. When my regular PCP, is that what it's called? Primary care practitioner? I think so. When they confirmed it, and then I had to be sent to OB, and I was like 11 weeks when they was like, yep, you're pregnant. So yeah, in my first appointment, I was just so annoyed, just started crying out of nowhere. And yeah, I don't know why I was crying. Like, I was just so annoyed, irritated, and just crying my eyes out. And I was with my mom, and she was looking at me, and I was just looking at her, and I was just crying my eyes out because I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is real. This is real. I was only 23 when I found out I was pregnant too. So 23, just quit my job at Target. I was working for Target for 5 years. I started working at Michael's Arts and Crafts store, and that just didn't work out well either. And I ended up with no job, and then finding out I was pregnant. So like, all these emotions was just going through my head. I just moved back in with my mom, and it was like, dang, like, I just felt like I was failing kind of in life, and it just happens in life, and you just got to roll with the punches. And that's exactly what I did. So I actually got to chill my whole pregnancy, kick my feet up. At that time, my mom was like into talking about making t-shirts and talking about getting into like custom making people things. And I'm a very crafty, dafty person, and I'm the type of person that I could watch something on YouTube and I could understand it like this, like just real quick when it comes to the craft stuff. So she had bought 2, and I'm talking fast because I'm trying to get to the point. She had bought 2 Cricut machines. She had brought the Maker, which I have at my house, and she has the Explorer, which we left at her house. You know, when I'm over there, I can use it. You know, don't have to drag all my equipment and stuff with me everywhere I go. She had bought my heat press. She had bought one of these printers. I had bought me a sublimation printer because I had gotten into sublimation, and she had locked me in with a couple people to make t-shirts for, and then that's how I got my experience. I started posting. People started coming to me for like birthday t-shirts and stuff. And around that time I was pregnant, like, business was just booming. Business was booming. I did always plan on, after my 6 weeks was up, going back to work, finding a job, going back to work. Life just did not work that way, because after I had my daughter, I saved up all this money from doing t-shirts, so my daughter was straight. My daughter was good. Like, I didn't need to ask nobody for nothing. And I'ma just pat myself on the back and have a proud moment right now. I've never asked nobody, never had to ask nobody to buy my baby diapers, wipes, or nothing. Anything anybody ever did is because they wanted to do it. Anything anybody ever did is because they wanted to do it, not because me, Naima, had said, oh, you know, can you I asked my brother to buy diapers one time because I couldn't get to the store and whatnot, and I was like, I'm gonna give you your money back. He was like, nah, don't worry about it, because he wanted to do it. Correct? Okay. That's just a proud mom moment. Like, I really held myself down because, you know, I didn't want to be out here begging. Ain't nobody make this baby but me. I've never had to beg, ask, cry, nothing for no baby items, no clothes, diapers, wipes, nothing. Let's get that out the way. But around this time, I saved up so much money so I'd be able to do what I need to do for my daughter. At the time, I didn't have no license, no car, no nothing. So I'm just saving up this money, you know, paying off my debt to society so I could get my license back, all of this good stuff. So, you know, I was straight. So it had me thinking like, okay, you know, after my 6 weeks is up, you know, I got all this money saved, but, you know, I still want to find me a job and whatnot. Within those 6 weeks, I spoiled this baby so bad to the point that she was a crybaby. She could not be without me. She was breastfed on demand. And, you know, I pumped when I did pump, but she was breastfed on demand and whatnot. But she was just, you know, cried like legit. Like, my mom would give me a day for self-care to myself, for me to go outside, for me to get some fresh air. But it got to the point where I couldn't do that no more because my child would cry from the time I leave to the time I come back. And I always want to take, I would take like 3 hours out the day sometimes for myself. And she cannot sit there and cry for a whole freaking 3 hours. Nobody's going to deal with that. Nobody's going to deal with that. Not daycare. And you should not even, if your child is a crybaby like that, you should not even trust daycare to even have patience with your child. But that's just me. So, Story just was not watchable. So I was just like, what am I going to do? I need money. Like, I'm making money, don't get me wrong, but I want a 9 to 5. Like, I want to be able to further, do what I need to do. But like I said, this life just chose me. So I realized, she was just a kid that wasn't watchable. So I just had to grind. I had to get on YouTube and make my videos. 'Cause, I'm monetized, y'all. So I had to make my money. I just started selling, coming up with different business ideas, different ventures, but beyond the custom items, beyond the t-shirts, I started my baby a bangle business. Cause at that point I knew I was not going to be able to get a traditional 9 to 5 the way my daughter acts. Not like the crybaby she was. Let's fast forward. My baby's about to be 3 years old. Let's fast forward. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. Handling my shit. Okay, y'all, handling it. Paying my bills. I had moved out of my mom's house a week before Story turned 1. I'm able to be comfortable right now as a stay-at-home mom. Yes, I want to elevate and, be even more good, even more well off. But I wanted to get to the point where I was comfortable. So boom. At this point, I'm still thinking about a 9 to 5, still thinking about getting a 9 to 5 and whatnot. Story is about to be 1. And, I'm just, she's getting a little better with staying with my mom. She's getting a little better with staying with my peoples. But I realized that my child was developmentally delayed. I started to realize, she was not hitting her milestones. She's not talking. She's nonverbal. Like, it just was a bump in the road, if you want to say. So I got into early intervention. And with that being said, they threw Story in OT. They threw her in speech therapy. They threw her in physical therapy because she had a problem with her legs and whatnot. So I'm just like, dang, what job is going to hire me? What 9 to 5 is going to hire me when my child does therapy 3 days a week? No job is going to work around that schedule. And I didn't have nobody else to be like, not even saying I didn't have nobody else. That's nobody else's responsibility for me to be like, oh, can you take her to therapy this day, that day? Or can you stay home with her on this day because in-home therapy is coming through the house? That's nobody's responsibility but mine as a parent. I feel like just me as a parent, I had to thug that out and I had to make the tough call because at this point, business was going slow. I felt like I was running out of money. Like, it was just horrible. But I still had to be strong and make that decision to where, like, I just can't get a traditional 9 to 5 is not going to happen. Like, you have to grind. You have to go hard. You have to get on these apps. You have to wake up every day. You have to make these posts. You have to make this bread regardless. Regardless if it's slow, you have to pull in new customers. You have to do what you need to do to make a certain amount of money a month. My goal was to always be able to have $500 a month. And I was able to keep hitting those goals because I'm on my laptop, I'm on my phone, I'm on social media, I'm promoting, I'm dropping, discount codes in people's inbox, I'm selling new items, I'm looking for the next best hot thing to be able to do this, to be able to take care of my child, to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, to be able to not have to worry about a 9 to 5. I don't know, it's like a lot of people. And it's no shade to nobody, but most people that I've seen, they choose the 9 to 5 over the child's mental health. And for me, I didn't want to be that person because sometimes you have no choice but to choose the 9 to 5 over the mental health because it's like, how the heck you gonna put a roof over your head? And that's how I was feeling, like, how the hell am I gonna put a roof over my head, my child's head, make sure we're living comfortably, and their mental health was lacking. Like, when I got into my place, I said, I'm gonna give myself a year, and if it's just not gonna work, it's just not gonna work. I will go back to my mom's house every chance I get, and I'm super, super blessed to have a mom, and even super blessed, you know, just to have that, just super blessed just to have that, to where I could be like, look, pack it up, let's go. Because at the end of the day, like, I wanted to make sure my child's mental health came first. I don't care about nothing else but her mental health. I wanted to make sure I gave her all the tools for her to be successful. So we are getting story, like I told you on the last vlog, I think, on the last podcast, that we was getting her tested for like autism and stuff like that. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey, like the communication barrier and everything between us. It's been a journey. So being a stay-at-home mom, that's why I say, the question was, why did you choose it? No, it chose me. It chose me. I never chose it. That's just what the cards that I was dealt. Like, I have no choice but to be a stay-at-home mom, because I want to make sure, like I said, her mental health is good. She's good. We're doing she's in all the services that she needs to be. We're giving her all the tools for her to live a successful, happy life, because me and dad is not going to always be here, and I'm going to make sure she's, you know, able to do everything on her own. I teach my baby everything. She's going to be able to cook for herself. She's going to be able to wash herself. Like, she's going to be able to do all these things for herself. And you wouldn't, even if she is diagnosed with autism or autism spectrum, you wouldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to know. Anybody who's around Story just thinks she's a bad toddler. Legit, anybody who's around her be like, y'all sure? Because I think she's just bad. You know, it's a lot of underlying issues there, but I'm treating her like a normal kid. And that's period. Treating her like a normal kid. You're going to wash dishes. You're going to clean the bathroom when it's time. You're going to do all these things, and you're not going to be able to tell, and you're going to flourish, and you're going to be successful, because being a stay-at-home mom chose me. And I'm blessed for these 3 years to be able to be very, very, very attentive, so my child could be successful. I'm not going to be no little black statistic. She's going to be mental health and all successful. I started this business at her name, Beat It by Story, so she can have something that can be hands-on. You know, when she gets older, she doesn't have to be out here searching for a 9-to-5. She can take over her business. And even if she's not capable of taking over her business, mommy got this. Mommy got this. Mommy will do the business for you. Or mommy will sit there hand over hand. We do a lot of hand over hand in this house. Mommy would sit here hand over hand and, you know, just be successful. Just teach you, you know, the things, the ropes, the everything. Like, that's why I say being a stay-at-home mom, choose me. I didn't choose it. But yes, we are out. I'm not going to even hold y'all heads, but thank you for watching my podcast, Mom After Dark. I thank you guys for the love. I thank you guys for the support. I thank you guys for the little bit of watchers that I do be getting. And it is what it is. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm finna upload right now. Bye.